Coming up on the Met Report, spring break is around the corner. We have some tips to keep you safe while having fun.
Fall 2018 is closer than you think. What you need to know for registration.
Spring has sprung, and up next, I have all the Denver Spring Fashion Week information for you to get your style right this season.
Have you ever wondered how our athletes stay in excellent form throughout the season? I have the profile on the guy who does just that. The Met Report starts now.
Thank you for joining us on the Met Report. I'm Juan and Yekta.
And I'm Yekta Skandari.
Next Wednesday, March 21st, is the annual Senior Day at the Capitol. Senior citizens will be in attendance lobbying for better health care. You can meet local legislators, elected officials, and discover more on the programs and legislations concerning older citizens. Met TV will be there to cover the important day, so be sure to be on the lookout for the story airing next week.
Although the semester is starting to come to a close, we need to think about the upcoming fall semester. March 26th, the Monday after spring break, fall priority registration begins for graduate students at 8 a.m. Registration opens up at 11 a.m. for seniors with 120 or more credits and at 1 p.m. for seniors with 105 to 109 completed credits. The rest of the undergraduate students will be able to register later that day. It is important to view the available classes for the fall semester in order to select your required courses. For more information regarding the priority registration date and the courses available for the fall semester is available on the MSU Denver website. College students don't have a chance to get to know the administration of their school. MSU Denver is working to change that through Pizza with the President.
On Tuesday, March 13th, students and faculty had a chance to meet with President Janine Davidson for this month's installment of Pizza with the President.
But I knew I wanted a leadership role, and so this opportunity opened, and I came out here and I was like kind of blown away.
Pizza with the President means to me an opportunity to pick the President, Dr. Janine Davidson's brain. We discuss a lot of different ideas about the campus, the future of the university, and basically what's going on in campus and what are some of the students' issues.
Pizza with the President is an opportunity for students to become more familiar with President Davidson's policies and vision for the future. The President took time to address communication methods from administration to the student body.
People are inundated with information, yet still not getting information. It's creepy. I mean, Kathy is our head of marketing and communications, and this is something that she struggles with every single day. The board members will be like, well, we didn't hear about that. And she's like, well, we sent you an email. It was on Twitter. It was on the Facebook page. We sent it out in the Daily Early Bird. It was on this article, and it was on NPR. So what else can I do?
This is the third one that we've had, and I think every single one of them have been very helpful, just in one, answering questions, but two, just getting to know people and having like normal, regular conversations about campus.
The next installment of Pizza with the President will happen on April 24th.
Spring break is here, and we are here to tell you how to make the best of a staycation. Here's our top 5 activities for those of you on a budget. Binge watching Netflix or some other streaming site. Chances are you have a show or a movie you've been putting off. Treat yourself to a night of too many snacks and warm covers. Get to the gym. You've been watching too many movies. Workout builds confidence and improves performance. Go to a museum, get out and get some culture and maybe learn a thing or two. Go to the mountains, whether it's an Airbnb, a secluded cabin, or just a day hike. It could be a high point of your staycation. Just sleep. There's no better time to nap. The sun will still be there when you wake up. So Yekta, what are your plans for this spring break? We saw that there's many things to do.
Right, well, I think I'm definitely going to catch up on some sleep. I'm definitely liking that this semester. What about you?
Yeah, since the weather's going to be warm, I'm going to try to go outside, play some soccer, maybe do some hiking. And Speaking of the weather, Stephanie, what do you have for us in the weather?
Hi, our weather will be nice for your staycation for spring break. Our current conditions, we have a little bit of clouds. And then today you'll see our high today at 53. It feels a little bit colder because of the wind, and then it's partially cloudy for our current conditions. And then our high, 58, partially cloudy. That wind is coming from the west-northwest at 20 miles per hour. So it might feel a little chilly. Have that extra coat on so that you can break the wind. And then For our day planner, you can expect it to get chilly after the sun sets at 7 o'clock. So it'll feel a little bit cooler than 43. And tonight, mostly clear, so that'll be nice. 31 is going to be our low. The winds have died down. And then I'll be coming back to tell you about our next shot at moisture that we will have, and will spring break feel like spring, and then our extended outlook.
More on the renowned scientist Stephen Hawking.
The Simpsons are at it again. This time they venture to the dictionary.
Biker Jim's brother.
Discover a whole new world at Aladdin, the hit Broadway musical. USA Today calls it pure genius. It delivers a rush that will surprise you. The New York Times calls it fabulous and extravagant. And exactly what you wished for. Aladdin.
Plays the Buell Theater April 7th through the 28th. Tickets at denvercenter.org or call 303-893-4100.
After 70 years of fun and aisles filled with cool and colorful toys, we have to say goodbye to Toys R Us. The beloved toy store will be shutting down their 735 locations and laying off 31,000 employees. Last year in September, Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy while being $5 billion in debt, hoping it would allow them to reinvest in their stores. The plan didn't work, and adding the bad season of holiday sales, the company had no choice but to close all of its stores.
Along with fun things that are available to do during spring break, there are many dangers to consider as well. If you're going to be doing activities outside like hiking or going somewhere hot, make sure you use sunscreen, drink lots of water in order to prevent dehydration, and wear sunglasses. Make sure to use the buddy system and stay with a group while traveling, especially if you are in an unknown place. For those traveling to Mexico, there's a travel advisory, and it is recommended that U.S. citizens do not travel to the states of Colima, Guerrero, Michoacán, Sinaloa, Tamaulipas, due to the high crime rate. Please stay safe out there during the spring break. And earlier this week, internationally renowned scientist Stephen Hawking passed away in his home. Greg Gonzalez has more.
On Wednesday, March 14th, the world shared a collective loss for enigmatic and world-famous scientist Stephen Hawking. He was 76 years old. In honor of Stephen Hawking, we present to you a brief history of time. Stephen Hawking was born in 1942 in Oxford. At the age of 21, he was diagnosed with a neuromuscular disorder known as ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease. This would continue to paralyze him throughout his lifetime. Despite this setback, he went on to gain recognition with his 1988 book, A Brief History of Time. From then on, he continued to contribute to theories on gravity, black holes, and string theory, gaining fame and accolades too numerous to mention, even appearing on shows like The Simpsons, Futurama, The Big Bang Theory, and even The Daily Show. And though he is gone from this world, his work remains and science marches on. Thank you, Stephen Hawking, for spending a lifetime helping us to understand our place in the universe. And if we can remember one thing that he taught us, it's that nothing goes away forever, even in the darkest places in the universe. For the Met Report, this is Greg Gonzalez.
United Airlines is facing yet another backlash, this time as a dog dies during a flight. A flight attendant insisted that passenger place her dog inside the overhead bin during a 3-hour flight from Houston to New York. The family said they heard their 10-month-old French bulldog named Coquito for 2 hours before realizing their dog was dead at the end of the flight. United said that this was a tragic accident that should have never happened. As pets should never have been placed in overhead bins. The U.S. Department of Transportation is now investigating the events that led up to the dog's death. President Donald Trump was a host to multiple video game executives in the White House last Thursday. The topic of discussion was the correlation between video game violence and the recent gun-related tragedies. Trump blames these media outlets as partly responsible for many of the gruesome attacks. The details discussed in this meeting are still unknown at the moment, leaving a question of whether or not video games should be rated differently by the Entertainment Software Rating Board, otherwise known as ESPB.
A new word has been added to the English dictionary. Thanks to the popular long-running show, The Simpsons. One of America's favorite TV shows has imbibed our vocabulary. This is not the only expansion to the Merriam-Webster this year. They have added other words like dumpster fire, cryptocurrency, and glamping. This isn't the first time The Simpsons have contributed a new word to the lexicon. They added dope to the vocabulary a couple of years ago. We hope to see more crumlin and inventive words, hopefully by March.
Usually officers at the Auraria campus walk in uniform and protect the law, but they also contribute their free time to others in the community. On March 11th at Elitch Gardens, the Auraria police faced the winter cold. Their mission for the Denver Polar Plunge was raising funds to benefit athletes of the Special Summer Olympics in Colorado. Even the famous Pooch Dash, the Auraria police canine agent, made an appearance. The Auraria police raised $1,300 for this cause. Here's what a couple of people said about it.
It just helps people know that, we're people too. We like to have fun. We're not just there to get people in trouble for traffic. I have family members who were in the Special Olympics and they jumped and everything, and there's nothing better than helping people out.
On March 12th, a private helicopter filled with tourists took a deadly plummet into the East River. The chopper had engine failure over the East River, causing it to flip over with all the passengers strapped inside. The cause of the crash was due to the fuel level being snagged by passengers harnessed. When the helicopter landed, the floats failed to inflate, causing the helicopter to capsize. The harnesses used for safety were secured so tightly it was impossible to unhook and escape, causing the 5 passengers to be trapped underwater. The Liberty helicopters has lost their licenses to fly during the investigation, while the investigation is over, and changes have been made for the safety procedures. With around 3,100 schools that plan to participate in the gun violence nationwide walkout, many students were punished for walking out of school that morning. One school in particular punished their students in a different way. In Arkansas, 3 teens attending Greenbrier Public Schools will be allegedly punished for taking part on Wednesday's nationwide walkout. The teens were given 2 options and they chose a corporal punishment. The Greenbrier Public Schools handbook states that before students are smacked, an explanation and a reason they are getting punished is given to them. Students have a chance to disprove the charges.
Hi, I'm student meteorologist Stephanie Schmidt. I'll be going over our weather forecast for the week. Today, Friday's conditions, we don't have too much going on right now. Skies are pretty clear, and that was kind of nice because we did have that rain and moisture come in last night. And we will have another moisture system coming in, a low pressure system, starting on Saturday afternoon. And you can see that in Utah, there's already some snow, and that'll be moving through into Sunday, where the mountains will re-snow, Denver, and Pueblo will get snow and rain. So that'll be a nice change for our drought and for those that want to do some weekend activities in the mountains. And then for today, our warm high is in mid-50s, Denver 53. And Saturday morning, the lows will be around low 30s if you're up that early. And then on Saturday afternoon, it warms up. It'll be a nice day for you to go out for St. Patrick's Day, low 60s here in Denver. And Sunday, again, will be cold, low mid-30s for us here. Tomorrow's weather, the high of 64, mostly sunny, a little bit of wind. And then for our weekday forecast, You'll see Sunday, 60% chance snow and rain. And then for our spring break, we'll have spring on Tuesday, and the weather's showing that too, where it's gonna get all the way warmed up to 71 on Thursday. And then this is a picture of what we've been seeing through our skies, a little bit of clouds, pictures from Josh Cozart and of our campus here. And if you have any weather-related pictures, please send them out to us so we can get that on our different social medias. Thank you.
Juan and Yekta, and this is the Templo Futbolero. En esta edición la tenemos en las 65 ocasiones el Colorado, Guadalajara, Denver, Denver. My name is Javi Soriano, and this is El Templo Futbolero.
Ballerina.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
Thanks for joining us on the Met Report.
Bienvenidos a su noticiero TV Met.
Thanks for joining me here on Student Corner.
It's the Nightly Met.
And welcome to MSU Denver Lab.
Welcome to EMET. I'm Emma Dixon. Spring has sprung, and what does that mean? Spring fashion. That's right, I got all the tea on this year's upcoming Denver's Fashion Week events for you to get you looking right this season. But first, let's get started with some must-sees. The Happies is out now, and this is a movie you won't want to miss. In this dramatic comedy, a young woman named Tracy thinks she's living her dream life in her new neighborhood until she finds her boyfriend cheating on her with a man, and her whole life gets flipped upside down. Tracy ends up befriending a group of unlikely candidates in her new LA neighborhood, and you can catch The Happies in theaters today. If you're looking for more of a life-changing love story, then maybe Love, Simon is the movie for you. In the movie Love, Simon, 17-year-old high school student Simon Spear is struggling with the fact of telling his family and peers about his sexual identity. He soon finds himself a pen pal, and they begin relating over their sexual identities. Simon soon finds himself opening up about who he truly is and regaining his happiness. Starring Nick Robinson and Katherine Langford, Love, Simon is a heartwarming story that you won't want to miss. And if you're looking for more of a thrill this evening, then Tomb Raider just might be the movie for you. Starring Alicia Vikander, this movie tells the story of Laura Croft, a smart, adventurous woman who is traveling the world in search of lost artifacts and trudging through tombs and ruins around the world. Laura finds herself searching to uncover the mystery of her father's disappearance. Tomb Raider opens today in theaters. Save the date because Denver Fashion Week is just around the corner, and I've got all of the dates and shows for you guys to check out. It's time for Spring Fashion in Denver, and this year is Denver's first full fashion week. Starting on March 18th to the 25th, Denver's most prestigious designers and hairstylists will be here at Denver Fashion Week. Prompter's gone. St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow, and I have some quick celebration ideas in case you don't have any. The St. Patrick's Day Parade will be this Saturday, and it's an event for the whole family. If you're looking to attend the event with any children, the best spot for you to sit with the family is at the end of the parade near Blake Street. The parade will feature a variety of performances and floats, and the weather is going to be perfect for this free event. Howl at the Moon and the Fadu Irish Pub are coming together for the Outdoor St. Patrick's Day Festival. The festival will be just south of Coors Field, and there will be live bands and outdoor bars with lots of Irish whiskey. Make sure you check out these events. That's all I have for
Metropolitan
this
State
week. Make
University.
sure you guys stick around because sports is next.
At Metropolitan State University at Denver, our mission is to provide high-quality, accessible education that prepares our students for successful careers, postgraduate education, and lifelong learning in a global and technological society. Our values of diversity, access, and community help us provide opportunities for our students from all over the globe. In fact, we've just been named a diversity champion by Insight
It's
into
okay.
Diversity Magazine for 2016.
Are we gonna redo it?
Because at MSU Denver, we believe in transforming lives.
Sorry, I just had.
Met Radio on mymetmedia.com.
The Met Report has the latest on volleyball, men's and women's soccer, and so much more. Tune in every Friday at 12:30 on Comcast Channel 58 and Campus Channel 20.
Hi, this is Wellington Webb, former mayor of Denver, Colorado from 1991 to 2003. I was so pleased to receive an honorary doctorate from Metro State University. It's been a great highlight of my life. And I also want to take this opportunity to say happy birthday to you on your 50th anniversary.
It's fine that other people like you. It's more important that you like yourself. And I'm comfortable with every part of me. Meals on Wheels coming to my door as someone who's housebound assures me that I'm not forgotten. They care that I'm okay. My name is Asha Ida Bell. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
What's up, everyone? I'm Raphel Munoz Vega here with an MSU Denver sports update. There's some bad news about women's basketball this week, but don't stress. We have some good news on the softball team. In the third game of the series, the women's softball team was off to a great start. Pitcher Darby McGee didn't allow for any runs in the first inning. Serena Espinosa hit it left past third base, allowing for the first run of the game. Karina Wright gets a good hit as two more runs come in. Then Jasmine Wessel sends it to the left field and gets another run. The Roadrunners win the game 8-4 over the Skyhawks. Our women's basketball team traveled down to Lubbock, Texas to take on West Texas A&M in round 2 of the NCAA tournament. The ladies came up short against the Buffs, losing 70-60. Janae Squires-Horton led the way with 18 points in her final game as a Roadrunner. The women's team last appeared in the tournament 5 years ago in the 2012-2013 season. Tanya Javi took the coveted RMAC Head Coach of the Year award for the third time in her career at MSU Denver. The team finished 23 overall, improving 5 games from last year. Well done, ladies.
Gradually getting better, and I think sometimes it just takes that time, but it's really satisfying for me to see, for them to be able to experience this.
We have over 15 sports at MSU Denver and over 225 athletes. Meet the guy who helps elevate the performance and maintain the physical demands of their sport. Meet the man who has worked with the Denver Broncos as well as other big colleges and has extensive experience with a variety of sports and keeps MSU athletics in tip-top shape.
So I've been in strength and conditioning for about 7 or 8 years, and I have my bachelor's in exercise science. I have a master's in kinesiology.
When he first graduated as an undergrad, he got an internship working with the Denver Broncos during their lockout years, which is a big first step for a recently grad. After that, he kept building his rapport and experience at various colleges. But what does he focus on for the success of the athletes at MSU Denver? Or how does he know that he's doing a good job?
For me, when you get late in the season and you look at the end of the bench, see how many guys are on crutches and not contributing to the team versus how many guys are actually on the field and able to play. And when I say able to play, so when the head coach of any team calls on that athlete to do something, whether it's the extra time or overtime, they should be able to perform it exactly how they want to, as if they were just starting the game. So that's what I mean, it's collegiate. So everybody here is very big, fast, strong, very skilled. Everybody's good at this level. But for me, it's making sure that they stay good throughout the season and healthy. That's what I tend to focus on.
Considering how well athletics is doing this year, Isaiah is moving the programs in the right direction by providing great mindset for players and raising the standards for collegiate sports. But yeah, I'm looking forward to spring break, just to have that break from school and just enjoy the weather.
Yeah, and based on the video, you're also a student athlete, so you've definitely been working on that spring break body, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll definitely be taking spring break to work out outside because the weather might be nice.
Yeah,
right?
the weather. After this weekend, we're going to get that snow, so if you want to head out to the mountains and get some snowboarding in and sports for that, you can do it, and then the week it'll be nice, and then after that, enjoy the sunshine, do some runs, some hiking, snowshoeing maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Well, that's all the time we have for the Met Report.
Yeah, make sure to follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to tune in every Friday on Campus Channel 20 and Comcast Channel 58.